Finally.
Foot a foot, flitz wiggle.
It has been weeks upon weeks upon weeks that we have been waiting for the next episode of the Grognards game. Tuesday has come and gone, and this Tuesday is here today, and now it is the Grognards!
Woo!
Wait,
Wouldn't it just be week upon week?
I mean, it could be week upon week, but it's, Tuesday upon Tuesday. The only important day of the week is Tuesday, because that's the Grognards day. So what else really matters besides Tuesday? Am I right? Of course I'm right. Yes or yes? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I am on a good schedule. Every other Tuesday I've got Grognards, and on the alternate Tuesdays my D&D podcast that I listen to comes out. So it's Tuesdays are important days for D&D.
Man.
Boy, if we were going head to head with that, Josh would be so conflicted.
Oh, no. Josh would be like, get out of here. Get out of here. I'll just listen to the podcast while I pretend to play with you guys. Come on. That's easy.
That's of course.
No, I usually listen to it late anyway. I actually listened to last week's podcast today while working, so...
I am DM Roy. These are the Grognards. Thank you for joining us this fun Tuesday evening. My heart goes out to the stock market and the retail traders who are being abused by the bad guys who control the actual money in the stock market. So hang in there, set your stop losses, and let's do some D&D. Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't seen you nerds in a really long time. Anybody have any fun real life stuff to talk about?
It's snowing. It's snowing.
I have air conditioning, finally.
Yay! Air conditioning.
It's like 100 degrees down here, and it's snowing in Denver. This is kind of crazy.
Yes. Actually, I think it was like 87 today in New Orleans because I asked.
It felt about 198.
Who's in the 80s today?
I started coaching.
It's currently like 32 degrees here in Denver.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my real life news is I started coaching a high school volleyball team.
That's awesome too.
Be careful of that. Don't get
For the fun of it.
don't catch the
They needed a
COVID.
coach, and I had the time. So
Yeah.
Because
in fact, Josh,
he is an
The idea of a
outstanding
coach to
citizen.
have the time and the skill, though,
yeah, but, I mean, they take what they can get.
hasn't it been like 15 years?
Since I played
Wow.
volleyball? No, it's been like last week.
All
I
right,
played
man.
Fortunately for coaching, you don't have to have the skill to play anymore. You just have to be able to teach other people how to play.
Elliott, are you
It is
gonna
true.
Are you gonna? All right.
No, that is true. That is true. I'll give you
Wow.
that one, Tony, because as long as you know what to do, you don't have to be able to do it. As long as you can tell others to do it well.
Y'all are lucky
Well, the
Elliott's not the
team that
healer
I
in this group.
actually play on won our match last Thursday, and the team that I am now coaching gets to actually still learn from somebody who's actively still playing the sport. So that's the good news.
A wiener.
That's right, a winner.
That's right. That's right. In fact, this is an interesting tie-in. This is the same school that Josh, you once coached soccer at. I know you're not
Morris
supposed to say
Jeff?
Yeah, I'm coaching at Morris Jeff.
Yeah.
How about that?
I was a soccer coach there. The students were great. The other coach was great. The rest of the faculty
Luckily, you didn't have to actually still be able to play to coach it.
was currently playing when I coached them.
All right. So cool. So sports are continuing even in this COVID thing where we're all supposed to stay away from each other, but sports is important enough. More important than band and library and every other extracurricular thing in the world. But sports goes on.
We are staying away from each other as much as we can.
I hear you. I just think it's funny that like for schools, there are no extracurricular activities whatsoever right now except sports, because sports is
Volleyball,
so
yeah.
important.
Volleyball and football, no less. It's volleyball and football. No
And
other
also,
sport.
when I go throw javelin at City Park, there's like 2 different schools which have 50 students each doing cross country out there doing cross country training in these like massive groups of students all going together, and I'm like, what? They've got
Cross
like
country stays
distance away.
Yep.
You don't stay with
No,
each
they
other.
don't. They do like training on the track, and it's like they'll sit there for an hour and
just
train on the
kidding.
track,
I'm
and then they go
just
off the
kidding.
track and run around the park. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Meanwhile,
I was
Chris,
just kidding.
Chris is like, I haven't left my house in 7 months. What the hell are you idiots? Like, what's going on?
My house in like 7 months. Well, maybe once a week. I haven't left my house in like 2 weeks though.
Anyway,
If you get snowed in, you're not gonna be able to lose the house anyways.
It's
Not
true,
gonna
but I'm
affect
not
it
going to get
much.
snowed in. It's
We
not going
should
to
be
snow
so
that much. I wanted to snow that
We
much.
should be so
We just
lucky.
had our food delivery today.
oh, you're good then. Yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. As much as it's easy to forget, given the some of the media and some politicians whom I won't name by name, the COVID is not actually a thing of the past. Turns out it's still actually killing a lot of people every single day.
Not us though.
The good news is that we are able to play D&D separately. So, when last we met, we were, or at least the group were. Let me not put myself in with the likes of them. The group, in fact, was down in the bowels of the Xanathar hideout, I believe. Right? You guys had found a dwarf who convinced you or enabled you, I guess, to head down here into the guild.
Right.
So we're in
And
the hideout now.
We are
Yes.
in.
I
We
thought
are
we
in
left
the
off
hideout
before we
now.
went
We went through a secret door, and then we found. John, you want to say it? Because I know you want to.
Oh right, I remember the door. Never mind. I remember where we're at.
What are we doing? What are we dwarfing?
You want to say
the
the
gnome's
name
name.
for me?
Oh, that's foot Flitzwiggle.
Thank you.
Yes, he read
It's
us
actually-
the riddle, and we solved the riddle.
That's actually pretty good.
Can we
So-
share the map?
Yes,
It's-
I can.
It's under Xanathar's lair, 80 by 100.
Yeah, but the issue is that I don't
It's
know how to
super
access
big.
the maps.
It's super big.
You got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So why? Why are you here?
We don't know. We were
Don't-
told go to that place by Uncle Lucky, but we're not sure. We figured out that we're in the right place.
We got railroaded.
Uncle Lucky?
I think we're looking for the eye.
We definitely did not get railroaded.
No,
We definitely
we did
didn't.
not
I just
get
know that that's like the
railroaded.
biggest insult you can give a DM.
no, it's not.
We
because
wanted to get railroaded
got-
because we were clueless.
that's more like it.
But instead, we were told, no, guys, do whatever you want. So we split the party.
No, we
Yes.
did not split the party.
We definitely were
Uh,
not. Definitely
So
not railroaded.
we're down here, and as far as I know, one of the things we're doing is we're looking for the eye, which we actually have no idea what the eye is. We just know that the other side wants it, and the Xanathars have it. We don't actually know that the Xanathars have it. We just know that the other Zent faction wants it. We think that we can use it for leverage.
And Uncle Lucky's in jail, and we have no clue what to do with that.
Right. We need some. Really, what we'd like to do is figure out a way to get Uncle Lucky out of jail.
No, I don't think we're gonna do that in here.
So no one has a goal down here.
Probably not.
Not one character has any goal down here. You just
You know,
randomly.
one thing I would throw out there is that we had taken a long break, and even though we came back to this 2 weeks ago, I don't think we had really gained enough reattachment to remember that. Should have really watched the stream again. I didn't.
You know what I think we did gain though? I think we gained enough XP to level up.
That's
If
Probably.
we don't
You miss
know,
100% of the shots you don't take. All right. I
if
know
we don't
that
even know what we're doing, I don't think
We
we'll.
don't know what we're
down
doing.
here we're in the
We
the
know that
Xanathar
we went
hideout,
to
right?
Xanathar's hideout.
Right. Are we like trying to be disguised and pretend we're Zents? Or
No.
Xanathar, sorry. Pretend
No,
that
we
we're
were
with
looking
the
for
Xanathar?
jobs.
Or what?
no, you talked to the dwarf, and
Odd.
Yes, and
Yeah.
he was a Xanathar agent,
Yeah.
and he actually gave you his. You rescued him, if you may recall.
Yes.
And he thought that for a while he thought that you were a Xanathar agent sent to rescue him, and he thanked you and such. And he actually gave you his Xanathar medallion. He said this is how you show yourself to be an agent of the Xanathar when you go into the guild. You guys had talked to Uncle Lucky, and Uncle Lucky has long been wanting you guys to infiltrate this place. Remember, Uncle Lucky is currently in jail, and what's her name's in charge now?
And Ott said that the
Iagra.
Xanathars did this.
Iagra is in
No.
charge.
No.
No.
Hang on, I need my notes.
Iagra went to go find the next guy in charge.
There was a murder of some
There's two.
Xanathar agents.
Yep, and Uncle Lucky got pegged for the murder. He's currently in jail, and the
Right.
guild is currently. What the hell? Sorry, I don't know her name.
This is the
The
best way
Manchun
we've
group.
ever given a recap ever.
And the Manchun groups of the Zent are basically trying to kill all the Xanthars.
Well, they're the ones that have
Uncle
been having the
Lucky's
whole. They're the ones that have been having the entire fight the entire time.
Right.
I need my docs. Hang on. Look, I have too much going on.
To answer my question, we are like presumed as Xanathar people in here because we gave the medallion to get in.
Well, you
We
have
showed
we
the
haven't
medallion.
used it.
you have a medallion that you're carrying with you that you think is going to identify you as Xanathar agents. Yes, you have one medallion.
So we're not in the hideout yet.
You're in the hideout.
You
You're
are
in
in
this
hideout.
main hall. You came down the stairs. You actually came down the stairs into a room where you saw one of this sort of spectral eye thing on a stalk. And so you held up or I think it was in fact Imani who held up the medallion to this thing, right?
Because the Steel Toes, the dwarf, loves Amani.
And you then headed west into this passageway, and in this passageway was this.
Put a foot, bit swiggle.
Yep.
Yeah.
We answered a riddle from him, and now he's gonna guide us. I think he said, right?
Tragically easy riddle, in my opinion, but fine.
And our map lines are off.
Your map lines are
I was
off.
mostly just trying to figure out like
Yeah.
kind of where we were and whether or not we were like hiding or just assumed as Xanathar.
No, we're blatantly going in looking for work. I thought.
You're also
That's what I was trying to make sure of.
You and I put on disguises
Yeah.
last
Sorry.
session.
Yeah, I remember that. Jeez. Sorry, I remember the
Bless you, I
disguises
think.
and stuff. Yeah. Ugh.
Who did the crappy disguise?
I'm
I
having
think
a-
Raj basically did the, "Hi, I'm the Queen of England. Yes, Your Majesty, come on in."
Yes.
Oh boy. Steve's attack.
I rolled like a 20 plus like whatever. No, it was a 17 plus a lot.
Yeah.
And then Elroth did not as good. I don't remember what he rolled though.
Something like a, I don't know. I want to
More
say
Steve's
12.
holding.
So
But
did
I
we
don't
already
want-
show our medallion to get in or no?
There was
I thought
no.
we did,
Not
but
really.
then you made it sound like we didn't.
Well, there is no guard. Like, it's not like there's some guard post you guys came past. Guys just came down these stairs, and you noticed you were in this sort of big empty room. And sorry,
So presumably at some point someone will ask us for a medallion, but they haven't
Maybe.
yet.
I don't know. Okay. I mean,
I say presumably. Okay. All right. We're good. While in this hideout, I would like to search for clues maybe not even clues, but like see if they've got like a sort of prisoner area, you know, like a cell.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
And I want to go see if I can find anybody I may know.
Oh my goodness. Sorry.
Hey,
got
Elroth,
COVID?
you are mage. Actually, are you familiar with this place?
No. No, I was part of the Xanathar, but I never really went into the hideouts, or, as Elliott so eloquently put it, did the ritual and learned the secret handshake. And
He only delivered the lube. He never used it.
Gotcha. All right.
I
Well,
was a very low-ranking member.
Yeah. What was her name? Did you guys meet the? Damn it, I don't remember.
We have not met the new one of the Zents.
The only person we've met down here is Foot.
Litterfoot.
No, but the Zent. I thought. What?
Flitterfoot? I thought it was Foot.
I've got foot Filtzwiggle.
Flutter.
I got foot Flitzwiggle.
You guys are all close.
Well, you didn't spell it. All you did was tell us, and then we ended.
Hang on, I'm trying to. She doesn't meet. Whatever. I'll leave it up to you. If you don't know why you're here, then I don't care. It's Flutterfoot Zwipswiggle.
Flutterfoot.
Flutterfoot.
Oh, I got it right. Look at that, man. I'm badass.
How's the last?
What's-
Wait, what's this last name?
There you go.
Zitwiggle.
Where? What? Where?
Zipswiggle. Flutterfoot
Zipswiggle.
Zipswiggle.
Where is that?
Oh, it's
there
in
it is.
Combat Tracker.
In combat tracker. There you go. All right, so he does. He cartwheels around the statues and such, and he's like, "Oh my, well, you're wise ones then. Well, I suppose a deal's a deal. How may I be of assistance? Flutterfoot Zipswiggle at your service, my lords." And he bows, and as he bows, he sort of falls forward and does a tumble and lands on his feet.
Bow back and tell them we're looking for some work. We were sent down here by Odd.
All
Said we could
right,
find some work.
some work? What kind of work?
I don't know. It depends on what you have for us to do.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to find work. You know, in what sense we work is kind of up to who needs work done.
Oh, I see. So you don't really belong here. Oh, that's dangerous. Dangerous, friends. Dangerous. Be careful with that. I can take you. I can take you to the big boss, the boss, if that's where you want to go. You know, the boss,
Who's that?
the big eye boss.
That's
Okay. Will he give us work?
Let's not do that.
He might disintegrate you. He might give you work. I suppose it depends on the mood. I mean,
You say he might do either. What would increase our chances of not getting disintegrated and increase our chances of getting work?
not talking to the big boss, it sounds like.
I suppose it depends on if he likes you or not. If he likes you, he'll give you work. If he doesn't like you, he might disintegrate you.
How about if we go talk to somebody who's not going to disintegrate us, even if they're annoyed, and tell us to get away?
I'm okay going to talk to the big boss. I bet he'd like me. I'm a charming fellow, after all.
I bet he's probably never heard your name, too.
That's okay.
If his
Do we have somebody else that could give us some work? I've heard there was opportunities to make some serious money down here.
Well, I mean, sure. This is just very unusual. All right. Well, you could talk to the big boss. You could talk to the second boss. You could talk to the third boss. you could talk.
How many bosses are there?
Well, there's a lot. There's the big boss, right? There's the big boss, and then there's the major domo, right? He's kind of a big deal too. Then there's Neolor. Then there's.
Well, let's narrow it down. I'd like to talk to somebody who won't disintegrate us and will not likely eat our brains.
Well, what do you do down here, Flutterfoot?
Oh, I entertain. See? And he does a cartwheel.
I see, but who do you entertain? The big boss?
Oh, yeah.
Or all the bosses? Or
Oh no,
yourself?
most of the big. Everybody entertains the big boss. If you wanna stay alive down here, you gotta entertain the big boss. Let me tell you.
Then we don't want to see the big boss.
No.
What does the big boss like? You
What
seem
is-
like an entertaining fellow, but you feel like a one-of-a-kind type of person, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
No,
if
he
everyone
totally
else
likes
is
me.
still alive and entertaining him, well, then what sort of entertainment does he enjoy?
Well, sometimes he likes fights. Sometimes he likes me. I mean, I'm his entertainer. I'm his number one entertainer. That's my job. In fact, I'm the entertainer.
Obviously, you're
Yeah.
very entertaining.
So he absolutely loves me. He likes fights. He likes disintegrating people. He likes turning
Understandable.
people to stone.
He likes what?
Turning people to stone. You know, sometimes.
The statues?
Sometimes disintegrate. Oh yeah. In fact, yeah, you may have noticed. Yeah. So you know, it depends on the day and maybe the cycle of the moon or some other cycle that I can't quite ascertain. But you know, yeah, sure. Yeah. So if you need work,
So he for sure just likes you, and it's sort of up in the air if he likes anybody else. Just depends on how he's feeling.
depends how he's feeling. Well, of course, you know his other bosses. You know the major domo. He likes all those guys, right? I mean, those are like his big guys.
course.
And everybody's pretty happy right now, like because of the new prisoner. So this might be a really good time to actually talk to him and get some work. 'Cause as far
Who's
as
the
I
new
know,
prisoner?
the new prisoner. Oh, I'm not sure exactly, but supposedly it's some high-ranking member of the City Watch. Oh, imagine that, a high-ranking member of the City Watch captured by the Xanathar Guild. Scandalous.
That sounds like a really good prison to
Cray.
have, actually.
What's that?
What was that?
Oh, I thought you asked me something. What's
I
that?
said that's cray.
A sphincter says what?
Huh?
That's not what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to say what? Ding dong.
I don't know
just
about you
did.
guys, but I want to talk to the big boss, right? We're here for work. And if we're going to get work, the best work we're going to get is from the guy at the top.
Did you guys
And if
really
he's
come
in
here
a
for
good
work?
mood, and I know I can be an entertaining fellow, I think we could have a good audience with him and get some good work from him. But I'm only one of 5, so we could always just go ahead, work our way up, talk to boss
No, I'm
number
down.
2 or
Let's
3,
do this.
right? See what they got. Maybe we talk to the big boss after if we don't like what they got. If we're a little bit better, you know.
I've changed my mind.
Wait, what?
I agree. I agree with my pal. I think we should go straight to the top. That's where you get noticed. That's where the big bucks are.
You don't think we need to kind of like earn a reputation first?
You don't
Well,
earn
I
a
mean-
reputation by going to the bottom.
Don't we already sort of have a reputation, especially being the only party to, you know, make it through a certain area?
I mean, that probably gave us.
I feel like that's bring that to the big boss. That's sort of a good stepping stone to jump off of.
Well, let's take it one step at a time.
And let's do stepping instead of jumping. Let's not do jumping off.
Unless you're doing
Flutterfoot, how's the boss's mood today?
Oh, I told you, it's great. It's great. Everybody's celebrating. I mean, the whole guild is celebrating. This is a really big deal. This is a really, really, really big deal. I don't think the boss has disintegrated anybody all day. In fact, it's kind of crazy.
Oh, it's a good time to go see him then, I guess.
Or he might be jonesing.
Sure. I mean, you know, yeah. You know, I can take you there if you'd like. You tell me what you want to do. I am a simple guide down here.
Well, as our guide and friendly fellow, here, can we offer you a drink? As we're going? And if you
No.
could tell us, is there a better place to go? Would you suggest? It doesn't sound like you're suggesting we talk to the big boss. So I mean,
You can
would
talk
have
to
a
the big
better
boss
guy
all
to
you-
talk to.
You can talk to the big boss all you want. I'm simply here to take you where you want to go.
Fine.
If you're looking for work, I'll take you to the big boss, or I'll take you to a different boss.
Let us chat a bit.
Let us
Go
chat
to
a
the
bit.
big boss. Let's go to the big boss. We got 3 votes now.
Okay.
All right then. Let's see. Big boss, and he kind of looks around. Big boss, big boss, big boss. Where would the big boss be right now? I suppose it's entirely possible he's in his chambers. That's the most likely place, right? There's no fight pit going on. So, to his chambers then.
Sweetheart, love you.
This way. And he actually comes back the way that you guys had been. Heads out this way and down into the doors down here. Come on now, come on. Don't dally. If you're gonna talk to the boss, we should talk.
Okay, lead on. Oh, he led on. This always happens whenever I'm telling my daughter goodnight.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Darn it, Roy. Sorry, I closed the map. I closed the map.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I gotta reload. Hold on. All right, so he opens these doors here, and these doors open into, mask mode.
Jabba's chambers.
Who's casting into the spells?
Huh? And are these 5-foot squares? I'm assuming.
These are 5-foot squares. They don't get any more 5-footer than this.
Foot radius.
All right, so he takes off through this hallway. This is like a big promenade. There are pillars carved with eyes that follow the curvature of this long, wide hall. The eyes on the pillars seem to track everyone who passes by. Let's see.
Have tavern music playing.
Yeah, well, what's better than tavern music?
It's fine.
How about, let's see,
I begin to feel like the Aliens theme, maybe.
I just feel like anytime there's a character on the combat tracker named Flutterfoot Zipswiggle, tavern music is fine. Like in combat, it'll be fine.
all right. How about this? How's that mood now, huh?
I hear nothing.
What do you mean you hear nothing?
I hear nothing.
You heard the tavern, right?
No, I hear the like ominous dissonant chord. Like it's a low tone dissonant chord.
I hear that.
No, I don't.
I heard it for like a second,
Yeah.
How could...
There you go.
and then it goes away.
It goes in and out.
In and out. That is really strange.
Irrelevant.
Okay. Yeah, it goes from like less than a second and then it goes away.
See, but you
I don't
guys
even
only
hear
hear
it
it
for the
through Zoom. How does Elliott hear it if you guys don't? That's not
I'm hearing it
possible.
on my computer. No, I'm not listening to it through the Twitch stream. I don't know how the sound's coming through Twitch.
I just heard like a two-tone, like somebody on a piano. It went dum dum, and then
Yeah,
it stopped.
it keeps going
It
in and
puts
out.
out whenever somebody else talks.
Oh. All right, because you guys getting all the sound through Discord, through Zoom.
Through Zoom, yeah.
And so if somebody else talks on Zoom, it mutes everybody but that person. Which includes me, because you're getting all your sound through me. Dang it. All right, well, fine. The stream should be getting all their sound from me as well, so that hopefully that'll work out okay. So I guess I'm the only one who can talk from now on. All right, so tonight I will just talk and never stop talking. Okay. We're gonna come up with another solution for that. What else can we do for that?
I wouldn't worry about it tonight.
You're right. Yeah, yeah.
Technical difficulties and late start.
Okay. So you, yeah. So you're headed down this. This is actually a little loud for me in my headphones.
Yeah. When it plays, it's loud.
All right.
It's better.
So you guys head through. He sort of heads through, twirling around the poles. Goes up to a wall, does a kickflip off the wall, lands.
If anything, remember invisible or anything, give me a heads up.
What do you mean give you a heads up for invisible anything?
He has a lantern.
Oh,
The lantern of revealing is lit.
fine. So as you guys are cruising down here, you guys actually hear, he's sort of like do, and you guys are kind of going through adventurous style, right? You guys hear from the southern part of the hall, out of sight still. In fact, let me do out of sight still. You guys hear heavy footsteps coming up the hallway.
Oh, good.
Well, it's not a beholder.
Footsteps are a good sign, actually.
All right, you guys continue on then.
Yep.
Sorry, all these pauses are me waiting for the map to render the clear. Yeah, like each clear of the space takes several seconds. It's crazy. Even in this.
Is this a door next to us?
All right, so he continues on. Up from the. Hang on. As you guys get to about here. So he'll be here. You guys can be there. Anywhere behind this post here. Wait, am I showing this on the stream? Not well enough. Hold on. There we go. From here, up from the darkness of the south, a dwarf appears. He is. Do I have an image? Yes, a dwarf comes up, and he is short and stout and wide. He is wearing a helmet with these huge pair of horns sticking out of the top of it. He comes up and let's see. Why isn't he here? Hang on. Get on here, you. There we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, so about here. You guys would be, the front of you, the front person would be about 60 feet away. 30, 40, 50, 60. And Flutterfoot is like, the Major Domo. Hello, Major Domo. It's Flutterfoot Zipswiggle. And the Major Domo, or this dwarf, who can see him? So...
Is it dark?
It is. This corridor actually is lit. There are torches around this whole thing, so you can see pretty well. So as he comes around the corner, you can all see him. What is this circle that's on the map, by the way?
That is the
That's
area
the
of
lantern.
the lantern.
Where if anything's
Lantern
invisible.
Gotcha.
Secret Yes, secret doors or invisible creatures this lantern's gonna see or reveal.
I don't know if it does secret doors specifically, but I know it does invisible.
It was said secret doors.
Yeah, that's why we found that other passage with Zipswiggles.
So if it doesn't, you've got a lot of explaining to do, John.
I wasn't the one that said the secret door. Roy said perception, remember?
Invisible creatures and objects are visible. Invisible creatures and objects are visible, not secret doors.
That's what I thought.
Isn't a door an object?
It's not invisible. It's supposed to like
Okay,
illuminate
yeah,
things
yeah,
that are
yeah, I see
magically.
the difference there,
Yeah,
yeah.
things that are magically hidden. It reveals things that are magically hidden. All right, and so this guy, this dwarf, he comes out and he's like, "Oh, Zipswiggle, what do you? Wait, who are these people?"
I think that's
Is this
We also Zipswiggle
cue for
was
introductions?
We're a band of adventurers looking for work. Ott sent us.
A band of adventurers looking for work.
Ott said we
Traipsing
could make
around.
some good money.
Traipsing around my facility, unguarded by anyone but the fool. I see.
I mean, you can always bring some guards out, have us guarded. We're just here looking for work.
It's not a bad idea. Wait here. And he
Okay.
leaves, go around the corner. He disappears. You guys just wait there.
Yeah, I lean against a pole.
Yeah, this is part of our persuasion check later.
Yeah. Listen, my one goal is to finally get a charisma roll this session.
Oh, don't worry.
Just-
My
you
one
can
goal. I
flood
have
it with a
yet to be
one.
able to use my one stat, which is good.
All right, let's see.
I guess we're waiting here a while. Flutterfoot, would you like a drink?
Well, no, I don't touch the stuff myself, but
Oh,
You
Yeah.
mean? Well, okay.
all right.
D&D question about like actual like game mechanics. If I have something like on a backpack, right? If I have like something on a hook on that backpack, does it count as being worn or carried?
well, it's definitely
Yes.
carried. It counts towards your encumbrance.
Okay.
It's not worn.
Is it worn? Not really.
It's only carried.
carried.
If it's attached
Okay.
to the backpack, it's carried.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
Making sure.
Slaughterfoot, who was that, by the way?
Oh, that's the Major Domo. He's a big guy around
What's his
here.
name?
His name
Major
is
Domo?
no, he's Amerigo.
Amerigo?
AHMAERGO.
Amerigo.
Yep.
He's Italian.
He's not Italian so much, but he's got a thing for minotaurs. Weird dwarf. Weird dwarf, if you ask me. I'll tell you that. Weird. Really
like
weird
a
kind of guy.
thing for minotaurs, like he hates them or he loves them.
You should see his. You should see his place where he lives. It's really kind of weird. I've only got a glance or two. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm spying on people, but you know. Yeah. All right. So
Anybody got a good thaumaturgy?
No, I don't. Not on this
Have a
case.
minotaur appear in the hallway.
all right. So This is that meme where things do not go the way you think they're going to go.
What, you wanted us to resist and fight him?
All right, so
You could always just come back without guards. I mean,
the
DM
door
choice.
to your left, or the door to, I'm sorry, the door to your west opens.
That's a door.
I see no door, but okay.
Yeah, it just looks like a hallway.
There's a door like right by Delaquin.
But that's not the west.
Oh yeah, I thought he said left. I must have tuned out for a second.
Come on. There we go. Come on.
Hey, it's 9:30. Time for a break.
I was gonna say, I know
started.
we got a late start, but we were all here on time, and I do need to go tuck my daughter in real quick.
All right, you got it. Hang, as soon as this resolves.
I was in the first 3 here. I would like
Yeah.
that to be known.
Very sorry.
for the-
I really am sorry, guys.
Whatever that counts.
Yes. All right. So, a door to your west opens, and it is the Major Domo, and he's smiling a big smile. And he's like, "My friends, well, any friends of Flutterfoot are friends of mine." And Flutterfoot cartwheels. Told y'all it's a big deal around here. Come in. The boss will see you.
Oh, great.
Um,
I'm less enthused about meeting this boss all of a
Let's-
sudden.
On this, we'll take a quick, short 5-minute break. We'll tuck daughters in beds. We'll do whatever we got to do in 5 minutes. 9:28. Let's say 9:35. Let's be back by 9:35-ish. Is that possible? All right. Right on, my friends. We will be back.
do something.
To do something, exactly. You have just been invited. Thank you for coming back, by the way. Welcome back to Tuesday night with the Grognards. They have just been invited into what appears to be, looking over the shoulder of this dwarf opening the door, a large chamber, a large circular chamber. And they've been told that the boss will see them now, as they have come down into this lair, the Xanathar lair, in fact, uninvited, but under the guise of looking for work. Is that still the current thing? Yeah. All right.
As far as I know.
All right. So you guys are led into here. Oh, where's my dude?
Hey, Roy.
Yeah, man.
Is there like an opportune time? Is there a possibility that I can actually duck out, being so small and stuff?
I mean, you can do anything you want. You tell me what you want to do, and I'll just decide what happens based upon that.
Well, I'd like to sneak off.
Sneak off where?
I
mean, you guys had like, a few minutes where you were kind of hanging out, doing nothing with with your friend Flutterfoot, sort of, dancing around, juggling, whatever. So you can kind of do whatever you want in that time.
At a point where, where Flutterfoot is distracted, I'm gonna duck down this hallway, and then if I can get a chance, I'm actually gonna cast invisibility. But I have to be out of earshot to do it.
Yeah, let me sneak check.
You want that in the tower?
I don't care if you want.
I don't want.
If I ever want it in a tower, I'll let you know. It's a pretty good sneak check.
Better than 11.
All right, let me see.
Surprise! Flutterfoot has a plus 15 to his perception check.
I got one other thing to consider, though, and that is that... Holy smokes, this guy's badass.
And I've been playing it pretty low key up until now. I am dressed as kind of a fighter, not a spellcaster.
Sure. Let me think. Let me assign a DC. It's a Major Domo. All right, I'm gonna set this DC pretty low. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Okay.
Seeing this spooky ghost die roll and not seeing any number pops up is one of the scariest things.
Well, yeah. So as there's the idea of leaving and being stealthy and stuff like that. And there's the idea that the Major Domo has already come out and sort of talked to you guys, and his job is the lead. He's the guy who's in charge of this entire place. He's the Major Domo. He's probably a pretty solid guy, probably a pretty perceptive guy, who pays attention to details like.
How many people are there?
So
It's okay. I figured he would be, so I've got a plan for that too. I'm ready for this session.
Where is he? Come out here. Here we go. All right, let me put him out here. Let's make
During the
him.
break, I was just telling my daughter that our key to success was to not try to be deceptive at all. That if we get caught in deception, we're fucked. So
If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to alter my plan.
that was my good night story to my 10-year-old. Was
All right.
Hate to break it to you, Thalia, but real world sucks. Get ready.
Yeah, we can't. She's like, why don't you just hide? You're a thief. You're a rogue. Why don't you just hide in the shadows? I said, that wouldn't be the best move in this situation. She's like, oh, that makes sense. And I come back to the game, and yeah, that's what we're doing.
We got one dude sneaking off, one dude ready to lie for him. Like,
All right. So he opens the door and he looks out and he's like, "This This way, my friends.
Thank you.
And he comes in, and he, as you all come in the door, Chris, you see a contingent of hobgoblins and humans coming up from behind you. Back here is a. Let's wait for the surrender. Blah 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 blah. Up from here comes a contingent of about half a dozen hobgoblins and humans. Sounds like there's stairs as they're coming up. As they come up around this corner here, down to the south. About half a dozen of them actually kind of come by you and fill up the hall. So, Gale and Deliquin, you guys staying out there?
No, I'm gonna have to move up here because can I stay here, or do I have to actually go?
No, yeah, I just wasn't paying attention.
I'd go in as we're going in for work.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sticking to our story. Yeah, we're here to get work. We were sent here somehow. We were looking for work, and we were told that this is the place to find it.
All right. So there are about half a dozen hobgoblins and humans that I'm not going to put on the map for now. We'll put them on if we need them. And they're
like
sort
the
of
sound of that.
Negotiations and negotiations, my friend.
And you guys see a hang on. As you are here. All right, you guys see in the center of the room, there is a sort of psychedelic display of magical lights, each one about the size of a human eyeball. They fill like a 10-foot cube in the center of the room. And these sort of like, you look at them and it's like hard to focus as these eyes sort of come in and out of existence. They're flashing different colors. It's really amazing. And you hear this booming voice that echoes in the entire chamber. So you have. Hang on.
How big is this chamber, like, height wise?
If this is Xanathar, I think you should sound like Mike Tyson.
So you guys are here for work?
Right.
Mike Tyson or Urkel? What?
Either or, really. Like you could disintegrate somebody and go, "Did I do that?"
I gotta do it. Nope, sorry. I had an idea that I wasn't gonna do, and now I've changed my mind because I had a drink. I had 2 drinks.
See?
All right.
See? This is why I'm not in the room.
All right, you guys hear this voice. So, you guys come in here and you think that you're everything, right?
No?
No. We
No,
were
that's not
sent
right.
by Ott because we saved his life. He said, come see the Zans that they give us work.
Yeah.
We need some coin. We're down to get some work.
I don't know an Ott. I don't know. Do I know an Ott? I don't think I know an Ott. Does anybody here know an Ott? Anybody know
We
an
do.
Ott? Oh, do you really? I don't think
Yeah,
so.
little dwarf fellow.
I don't think so. You know who I do know? Xanathar. Xanathar, I've heard, is the most amazing creature in existence. Can I get an amen? And the creatures out in the hallway, they actually scream out, Xanathar, Xanathar.
You know, I've actually heard the same
That's
thing.
pretty
I was
amazing.
really hoping, I was really excited when they said that we could maybe meet him. That was a really cool moment for me. I've heard he's amazing.
Silence!
Oh, okay.
I'm still talking right now. Lay off. So, I hear that you're looking for work, and you see the yeah. So this whole light display in the middle. Who is a caster? Any caster can make me an arcana check. Arcana check.
Arcana. Not a very smart caster. I'm a decently smart caster.
Blind squirrel.
Elroth, Elroth, you notice that this light display in the middle is not where the voice is coming from. The voice is echoing from the chamber, but that light display is some sort of like pyrotechnics type casting magic. It's pretty basic magic designed to distract and such. And you notice that Amerigo is actually off to the side over here talking, and he mentions, and you hear the voice, oh, is that so? Is that so? Okay, so I hear that we're missing somebody. Who are we missing? Who's missing?
Well, do I know where? I know that the light show isn't the voice. Do I know where the voice is coming from? Or is it just
sound,
sort of everywhere?
Yeah, the sound is echoing throughout this entire room. This room is clearly meant to, like, sort of broadcast sound, warp sound around the entire room.
I'll ask that kind of question. Is this room like really tall and high up, or is it kind of like a regular?
It's like a dome.
Dome.
Yeah, this whole room is a dome. So the ceiling is 40 feet high or so in this entire room. Yeah. So, but yeah, pretty tall.
I say this guy Ott is missing. The dwarf that sent us to see you is missing.
Why do you say somebody's missing?
And Amerigo, the dwarf,
he sent us with this to prove that he sent us.
Speaks up and he says, "Because I can count."
Yeah.
What did you count?
For sure, Ott's not here. Ott's not here. He's not.
But what did you count?
All right, you hear this voice, and the voice booms out, and it says, "Okay, everybody, listen. Who can hear my voice? The first one who finds the missing guy and brings me his head gets 100 dragons."
Ooh. I'll find a missing guy for that. I'm just trying to figure out who's missing.
And all the other guys out here, they actually start like, and they start going all around. I gotta put them on the map, don't I? All right, so half a dozen humans and bugbears sort of start spreading out. A couple other things happen in this time.
Can I ask Major Domo a question?
Sorry to make this very complicated.
That's why I'm here, Roy.
Yeah. No worries. How do we do the sequence of events here? This is really complex. I gotta put them on the map. God damn it.
I'd like to, whenever I'm able to get a chance, I'd like to ask the Major Domo a question.
Go ahead.
You said that you can count, and I'm sure you are. I mean, you're a high-ranking guy here. Of course, you're going to be very smart and able to count. But what did you count? What made you think there's somebody missing?
There's a short one missing. There were 6 of you. 5 of you plus the fool. Now there are 4 of you plus the fool. We are no fools here. It seems you are not what you say you are. And you hear the voice. It says, "Oh, they're not what they say they are. I see. I see. They're not what they say they are. All right, maybe we need an example. Let's see. I know. You know what I haven't had in a minute, Amerigo? He's like, tell me, my master. A statue. Who shall it be? 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. And you all are sort of like looking out here, and you watch as this ray actually. Oh shit. Yeah. All right. For a moment, hang on. Now I need to find a picture. Hold on.
Hey, Roy.
Yeah, man. I see you.
And you are visible
Why am I visible?
because you're in the lantern's light.
Does that make hidden things visible?
Did you
Invisible. It
cast
makes-
invisibility?
It makes invisible
No.
things visible.
I haven't
Okay.
cast invisibility yet.
You did cast invisibility.
Okay.
Well,
That
I
was your
went
whole
around
thing.
the corner
You went
and
to-
said I was going to get out of sight and cast invisibility.
I thought that was your whole thing. Go cast invisibility, but you did, right? Yeah.
I never got a chance to.
That-
Everything happened, and I never got to a point where I wouldn't have been heard.
Well, I think the thing is that we just assumed that you went around the corner and cast invisibility, and
Yeah,
then after you were
100%.
invisible, all those people wound up coming upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, in that case,
That's what I inferenced from it.
Yeah, because I
That may
didn't even
have
give
been
them.
wrong, but-
that's fine.
I didn't even give them a chance to see you as they ran past you. Like I gave them no chance to see you whatsoever. No rolls, no skill checks as they ran past you. So,
Well, okay.
yeah,
I'll,
okay. So a couple things happen. So the you see this gray ray shoot out of space from this place here to there, and you hear this voice. I was basically tired of you anyway. You haven't been entertaining for a really long time, and now, well, see ya. And this ray hits him, and Flutterfoot has just enough time to start to look this way, and then he is frozen in stone. He is now a stone statue.
You know, it would have been a lot cooler if you froze him when he was like mid cartwheel. That'd make it for a really cool statue, actually.
You know what else would make a really cool statue? You,
Do a
if you
cartwheel.
keep talking.
You know, it'd be a cool statue. Could you do me a cartwheel real fast?
Yeah.
What's this? Is
So
this
anyway, I walk through the door. I'm like, sorry for my tardiness. I don't think I can collect on the 100 gold piece award, but I want to keep my head.
Oh,
That's what I thought. Oh shit. Hang on. So this guy is here. This isn't the exact scene, but this is sort of gives you a visual of this creature. It's like, oh, that's what I thought.
Sorry. I got really scared at the thought of meeting your magnificence, sir.
Yeah, and you see, like, as you come in, these bugbears and humans that are out there, like, oh, what's up? Oh! And they come crowding the door, and as they get to the door, they look across and they see the beholder there, and they're like, we have seen the Xanathar. You're like, this will not do. This is not okay. And he like disappears. Okay, 1 down, 5 to go. How many of you guys need to be disintegrated before you tell me why you're really here?
We're here for a job. We were told that the Xanathar Guild would hire us, that we'd make good money, we'd save this dwarfot who was being tortured.
You
He
don't
said,
really- You don't really
Oh,
think we wanted to come down here and try to bullshit you?
He looks up, Amerigo. You hear this voice, right? Amerigo, do we really know an Ott? Is there an Ott in the organization? And the dwarf is like, yes, actually, he is. He's one of our people.
We saved him. That's all. He was in a bad spot. We got him out of that spot. He said that he thought that we might be able to earn some money by doing stuff for you.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We raided a Zent safe house that we found and rescued Ott before they could question him
Why were you there?
about the eye.
You hear the voice in here. Why were you there in the first place? What brought you there?
Well,
Kinda
sir,
dumb luck.
we were trying to catch your eye, so to speak.
All right. So who wants to roll the deception check?
Who?
Me.
Sounds like Chris is doing all the talking.
All the deceiving. I'm trying to actually be.
I'm gonna spend a point of inspiration.
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be more persuasive rather than deceptive. So I'm actually speaking truth to be persuasive.
I actually don't remember why we were there in the first place.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with them. So.
And so I said dumb luck is what I said. Like just dumb luck.
Which is still not
I
true,
would
though.
prefer if I could
it's not
roll
true.
persuasion. Actually, I'm not proficient in that.
Yeah, no. If you know what you're saying isn't true, then that tips it to deception. If
Right,
you're like,
but so Gale is only speaking in truth. Gale is not being.
We weren't there by dumb luck.
you weren't there
We went
by dumb
specifically.
luck. Like that's just not true. That's a lie. It's actually a lie.
For Gale, it's not.
No, for Elliott, it's not. For Gale, it is.
What are you talking about? Maybe you forgot,
Gale's
but the
dumb
truth
luck
is.
brought him into this party. Gale's dumb luck brought him into this party.
All right, look, it doesn't matter if you can spin the thing. It's a simple matter of this is not the case. Anyway, Chris did get a 20 on the deception roll. So what is your deception there, Chris?
That we raided the Zant safe house, hoping to catch the Xanathar's eye so that we could get some work.
Well, you certainly caught
And
my
I'm trying
eye.
to act scared.
You've caught my eye, that's for sure. Major Domo, what do we know of these people? And the dwarf sort of looks around. He is nothing, master. We know absolutely nothing of these people. I suspect them. And you hear the voice like, I do too! I do too. Yes, we should suspect them. We cannot allow them to come in here and infiltrate us. Still, they've shown themselves to be valuable. I do have a new toy. Maybe we can find them some private accommodations here in the guild while we find out who they are really. What do you think, Major Domo? I think that would be a good idea. I know just where to put them. We'll lock them in the cells. I suppose that's the best idea.
I guess Ott wasn't right coming here to get work.
What are you trying to change his mind about something?
I mean, we just want work. You're putting us in cells?
We can't be
What
too
do we
safe.
do?
You can't be too safe. We can't be too safe. Can't be too safe.
I mean, realistically, if what it takes is you to put us in a cell for a day in order for you to realize that we're just here to get some good work, and if you want us to go experiment with some new toy or something of yours, I'm all for it. If it makes us the coin, I'm okay spending the day in some cells.
Well, sure, as long as it makes us the coin. But at the same time, we are workers. We are here to do jobs for money. And if we're tied up in the cell for a day, I think it's only fair to add that wage onto our contract. If you decide that you can hire us, I think that time is time we can't be spending doing other work.
I would just like some sort of assurance that we're going to get the work after a day in the cells, right? I don't even, like, me personally, I don't even need to be recompensated for that, right? I've spent time in cells before.
Fine, I'll take your
but-
share.
if I would at least like an assurance that we're going to get our work after spending the time and proving ourselves.
Well, I'll take your share if you don't need the money, but I mean, honestly, I need the money. Like, I need to go and get some jobs. You know, I gotta pay bills. You may not have to pay bills, but I gotta pay bills. And if you are fine with sitting and cooling your heels in a cell for a day, I'll take your share.
If it gets me jobs faster, that's more money in my pocket.
Amerigo, I like these guys. I think they're going to work out just fine. Still, we cannot be too cautious. We cannot be too cautious, my master. No. All right, very well then. Take them to the cells. Put them in the cells. Let Neolor talk with them and see what he can find out. And if that all turns out well, then very well. And the Major Domo shuffles. He's like, perhaps, Master, we should not let Neolor. You know, and you hear the voice like, oh yes. Oh, that's right. Yes. Fine. Put them in the cells, but tell Neolor no. At least for a day, while we do some reconnaissance upon these people. Major Domo, can I be assured that you will take care of this? You're like, my lord, you know. And he's like, yes, of course. Of course, my Major Domo. You would not be the Major Domo for long were you to disappoint me. And the Major Domo bows to the center of the room. He says, you know this, my master. So the Major Domo comes here and he says, friends, if you don't mind, this way.
Turn to wherever the Domo did his bow and go, thank you for the audience, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll sort of like kind of make sure I'm the last one out, and sort of like right before they close the door, I'll turn back around, and I'm not gonna look at the center of the room. I'm gonna look off to the side where I know he's at. And I'm gonna like give like a sort of bow and say it was an honor meeting you.
Which side where
and
you know
then
he's
turn
at?
and walk out. What?
Which side? Where do you look?
I'm gonna look off to the left.
All right, noted.
Where the ray
Hang
came
on.
from that
Yeah.
fried Fizzleworth.
True. However, gotcha. All right. All right. So you guys head this way. Where's Amerigo? He heads to the east. You're in this big area here. There is this is a weird place. On the southern part of this is it's a great hall, right? So let me just draw this out. Kind of
It's a better than average hall. Let's not call it great.
No, it's actually great. Down on the southern end of the hall, there are several Kuatoa. You guys know what Kuatoa are?
Yep.
No.
I don't think our characters have met him, but yeah.
No for the character and me. Ew, I hate them.
They're like Murlocs.
They're like the Murlocs
But they taste great bait.
of D&D. Yep. And they are down at the southern end of this area. They have several bodies that are down there, and they're sort of like ripping off the flesh as they like tear off the flesh of these corpses, basically. And you see one of them like rip off this piece of flesh. Dead one now. And they're just sort of devouring piece by piece this pair of corpses.
Is that the Edgelords?
Oh.
Oh.
Shots have been fired.
I'm empty here. I drink to that.
So they're sort of tearing off piece by piece these two things. And as you guys come in there, they're looking, and you see Amerigo. He looks at them, and they're like, and they go back to their corpse.
I like the Murloc sounds better. Yeah.
So they're devouring these corpses. Amerigo takes you up into this area. Let's see. I can't believe you guys let yourselves be put in cages, man. You guys are like. Uh-oh. Dang, I closed the map. Hang on.
Do we all get to share one cell?
Won't all fit in one cell.
We fit in two.
Hold on. Let's see what's in. All right, there are 3 more of these Kuatoa-looking creatures in this area, and as you come in, they look at you, and of course, as Amerigo he comes in, like, and they sort of retreat to the walls of the place. Okay, against the east walls, kind of between the 2 doors, about this area here, there is there's about a 1 foot tall figurine. It looks like this sort of weird, otherworldly creature. It's this slime covered alabaster pedestal, and this creature is made up of several different parts. So it looks like some sort of small shrine that the Kuatoa might have built, because they retreat kind of near it and like and hold it back. Let's see. Along the top wall, you guys are opened up. The top leftmost cell is occupied, and the 2 rightmost cells are opened, and you guys are welcomed in. He says, and the dwarf says, I understand these are not the most these suck. Okay, look, they suck, but once we've verified who you are, I suppose we'll let you out or something. I don't know. But if you don't mind, please, into the muck.
Ugh.
I'll do for the night.
I would not go in there myself. I see 3 characters not going into the muck.
Are you sure we want to actually go in these cells and be locked up? Are they taking our weapons?
Oh yeah, before I go in the cell, I like take my longsword off the hilt and like hand it to him. I go, I'm assuming you're gonna want these, or
You're not prisoners. You are simply being kept in a safe place. Please.
just making sure, you know. New to the rules here.
I would assume the accommodations get better as the jobs do.
Yes. At this point, you may still be given over to Neolor, but I suppose we'll see, won't we?
Who is this Neolor? He seems like a fellow I don't seem excited to meet.
Nope, that's locked.
Sounds like
Can't go there.
Sounds like their most persuasive staff member, if you ask me. Am I right? Mialor's your most persuasive staff member.
Yes, we'll call it that. Him, it,
Yes.
her. It,
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sure Neolor and I will get along swimmingly.
That's the way I was.
I hope you
reading it.
won't. To be honest with you, I almost like you guys. You've got the spirit, and you seem to be here on good things. And well, I suppose we'll find out. You can't go there, Tony. That's closed. That's locked.
Oh.
All right. So where
there
are
are
you
the
guys
other
going? Gale, where are you going?
I wasn't going anywhere. I just actually didn't go anywhere when y'all went somewhere.
Get in the
Well,
muck.
pick a cell.
I actually went into the break room in my office and got some mead because my wine was empty.
Good man. Good man.
Yeah, you actually got left behind in the beholder room. I dragged you over here.
All right, pick a cell. You've been directed to one of these 2 cells.
Hey Roy, who is this other person that's in that's occupying the cell?
That's a great question.
I'm sure we will
That's
find
going
out.
to be the question I'm going to ask.
That's why I got in this cell.
I see you have another one trying to join.
You see what?
I see you have somebody else trying to join. This must be a popular place to recruit.
Oh, no. He's not joining. No. He's definitely near Laws. That's the reason we're all so happy. Wait.
Are there anybody else in the room, or we're the only ones that ever try to join this place?
Well,
I'm beginning to think Ott may have sent us wrong.
I may have indeed sent you wrong. We'll find out who
I
you
presume as long as we are deemed trustworthy, though, these, and I kind of gesture around us, will change.
are. Oh, yes. But first we must ascertain.
Of course. The formalities, the making sure we're not
I
trying to
see.
spy on
Which
you, all
cell?
of the
Which cell are you
usual
going into,
things.
Elliott? Left or right?
I was hoping he was gonna forget and just let me stay out here.
No.
Damn.
Remember, there
I
are
gotta
several
I gotta
Kuatoa
get
in
in the
this.
cell with one of those guys.
There are several Kuatoa in the room as well.
No, with 2 of those guys.
Do I have to get in one of those cells, or can I get my own?
Let's see. Yes, this one to the right seems fine. You may go here.
Okay.
All right, so you're all locked in these cells. You have your stuff. They are locking you up, but are not sure whether or not to trust you. Inside this room, there are a bunch of Kuatoa. There are half a dozen of these sort of Kuatoa creatures that are in here, and there's one that sort of sits here near that idol. That sort of like just looks at the idol. He's like, nah. And every now and then, he's actually got this whip-like device that he holds. Every now and then, when one of the Kuatoa aren't paying attention, they and they'll go, "Wah!" And they all pay attention. They, "Nah, nah, nah, nah." And this seems to be some sort of like religious idol. Amerigo leaves.
Check.
Amerigo leaves. So it is. What are you guys doing?
As soon as he leaves,
Well,
I
you
go
want a
from this
religion
very like energetic to join person to ugh, spit on the ground. I can't believe that we have to sit in this filth for a day just to what? Just to what? Get tortured, interrogated? This is not what we came here for. What are we doing here? I mean, it was the only way that we could get out alive, but like, where do we go from here? What do we do? Are we escaping? Are we just waiting? Are we sleeping in this fish gunk?
Look at the prisoner in the next cell. What are you in for, buddy?
And he looks over. He is not close to death, but he has been clearly beaten and worked over. And he's actually chained to the walls. He can't even get over. He kind of like picks up an eye and he's like, I am captain of the City Watch. If you can get out and let them know that I am here.
You're the captain?
Yes, Captain Staggett. I am captain of the watch. I look over the Dark Ward.
Can Imani reach him and to cast healing?
Not by
is he
touch.
within 5 foot?
Not by touch.
Okay, I'm gonna
Would you be able
Can I cast Healing Word?
Yeah, you guys are mostly free to cast whatever you want. You can't, well, you can't easily walk out of the cells, but what you guys do here is up to you guys. So
I'm going to cast Healing Word on him.
So you do have a ranged heal?
Yeah.
All right,
I
cool.
do
We
have
don't have to
range.
deal with my bullshit idea.
yeah, all right. So you do. So you he's actually, and he's like, and you see him reinvigorated, right? He's like pulling against. He's like, I can't.
Hey. It's okay. No need to fight. You're not going to get out right now, but don't worry about it. When were you captured? When did you get here?
What day is it?
What
We
day
tell
is
We
it?
don't know.
Oh, that's a good question.
We tell him whatever day it is.
No, it's like today. So within the last 24 hours, he's been here. Like within the last 24 hours, he was captured and brought here.
But it's been a long day for him.
I'm guessing
yeah.
you've seen Neolor.
Neolor? I don't know. I don't know who.
No,
I'm
he
just-
hasn't seen Nelor. We have, though.
Who's Neolor?
Nelor is a mind flayer. We met him.
Oh, that dude.
Oh, yes. We're leaving tonight.
Yeah,
I've heard
weren't
his
formally
name.
introduced, but we've seen him. Hey, quick question. Where are the Kuatoa? Can you put them on the combat tracker or on the map?
I can indeed. Hold on. Where are you guys?
What language did Kuatoa speak? Fish?
Kotoan.
They do speak Kuatoan. Oh yeah, can we get a religion check to?
That was a
About the
question,
idol?
too.
That would be the Kotoan god.
Religion's not a thing. in
Religion
Fire.
is
Yes, it
definitely-
actually is. And I have
After
it.
persuasion right before sleight of hand.
Dang, man.
It's really. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's the underwater fish god.
Do any of the Kuatoans look armed?
Well, this map is jacked up, man. Come on, map.
Your mom's
Yeah, we should have used the Edgelords map. That would have been better. But we'll do better next time. Probably.
Here we go. Got the map. Got the map set. Don't worry.
We weren't worried.
Nope. All right. There are a lot of Kuatoa in this room.
Okay.
And the effigy is kind of on that right side wall.
Oh yeah. It's right there.
Okay.
But the one
Do any
that's
of them
different
look-
is not the one that's next to it.
No.
Okay.
Any of the Kuatoa look armed other than the one that has like the whip thing?
The one named Kuatoa Whip.
Yeah, the Kuatoa whip. All these guys like carry like sort of spears, right? They're like these sort of like fish guys, like rah, and they carry simple spears.
I need 1 second.
Hey, is the guy with the whip name called Nene?
Tony.
I couldn't resist.
Yes. His name is now officially. Oh no. How the hell do you spell that, Tony?
NAY-NAY.
There you go.
Wait, dash?
It's kind of like no twice.
There you go. There is there's a Kuatoa now called Nene.
Nene.
So what's the plan? Like, are you guys gonna hang out?
Do you
Like,
have sleep?
What?
Do you have sleep?
I don't.
We have a so Elroth is away. Oh, Elroth is back. I was wondering if we had a fireball.
We do.
Got Burning Hands and Scorching Ray.
We have a necklace.
A fireball.
So, so
I have a whole lot of Tinder
You have a wand of
with the new lighter.
I can.
Yeah, but that doesn't do anything.
I can
other
pick
than
these locks. I can pick these locks, but I don't want to pick this lock and be the only one that the Kuatoa are eating. So we could sit in these cells in a position of safety and eliminate all of them.
I don't think this is a position of safety.
I feel like having a locked gate between me and all those flesh-eating fish people is a better spot. Like, I'd rather be here than out there.
Dude, we all eat flesh.
Yeah, sure. But, you get my drift.
We're such barbarians.
So how big is this statue thing? You said it was like a foot tall.
It's like a foot tall. Yeah, it's like a small little, tiny little thing. Yeah.
Like maybe 5 to 10 pounds.
Is it a Barbie doll or a Ken doll?
It's probably like it's stone, so I'd say more like maybe 20 pounds.
Okay.
Like a 1 foot tall piece of stone. Yeah, let's say
He
20
wants
pounds.
to catapult it at somebody, just in case.
No, I'm trying.
that'd be
I'm just trying to
cool.
see what my options here are.
Yeah.
I think
His
you're
options
right,
for
Chris.
catapulting.
He's saying no, but he wants to know what his options are.
Now I want to make it
Well,
lighter.
I've got like 3 spells I could use on.
How does
right?
catapult work?
It's any
No,
object I can
what's
see within range, as long as it can. Like my catapult
What's
for
the
level
weight
2
limit?
catapult would be 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
I can launch said object within range, in any direction at Mach 2 speed.
Yeah. God, I love that idea. But
hey, we
a
got a
1 foot
raid.
tall stone statue has got to be like
Yeah,
20 pounds.
I figured it would be too heavy,
Working all
but I've
night,
also got
so-
like
can't-
mage hand and stuff that I could use on it. So like, mostly just trying to suss out what I'm
Yeah.
able to do with this statue. You know.
Yeah, 1 foot tall statue. We're gonna call that something like
I
20
can't thank
pounds.
the Raiders personally, but thanks. I can't on the chat stream, but thanks to the Raiders. You know, glad you're here.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Is there anything in the cells
Lost Nerds.
on the south?
No, the cells to the south are actually empty. I should put
Empty.
what's his
Is
name
there
in
anything else in the cell with Captain
No, just
Staggered.
him chained to the wall.
Gunther?
Stagger.
Staggered.
Stagger.
Stag it.
Stag
Stag it.
Stag it.
Got it. All right. So there's nothing in his cell. Nothing in those other cells. I know. 7 Kuatoa.
All right, anybody? Are you guys just waiting, or what do you? Is anybody
So
doing anything, or
Captain
y'all just gonna
Stagget,
wait?
you've been here. Do you know how did they get you? Did they get anybody else with you, or was it just you?
My men were loyal, and they paid the price. I'm afraid to say. I was
They
not.
openly attacked the City Watch.
We've known for some time that these shenanigans, these gang related things have been out of control, but this proves it. That they would be so bold as to attack the City Watch. Not only to attack the City Watch, but a captain of the Watch. I was a fool. They waylaid one of my men, and I went to save him. I should have been more careful, but I was not. And next thing I knew, I was held. I could not move. I was frozen. My muscles were frozen. I could not take an action or even a step.
Not even a bonus action?
Oh my god.
And then I find myself
All right. So,
here.
Hey Josh, in your right hand, use that utensil to fork yourself.
So, quick question: can I fit between the bars?
No,
Not
as a small.
necessarily the front bars, but left to right.
No, the bar. They're uniform.
Okay.
How thick are the bars?
1
Well-
inch.
How much space is between 2 bars? Like, could he fit between 2 bars?
No, he cannot fit between the bars.
Like, if you
It's
took
fine.
1 bar out,
It's-
would he be able to fit?
Yes,
It's
if you took
fine.
1 bar out, he'd be able to fit.
I am just trying to.
If you were
assess
tiny,
the
he could fit.
situation.
If you took 1 bar
there
out, he
any-
could fit.
Torches lighting this room?
Yeah, this room is lit by. Actually, this room is lit by lanterns. Ah, yes, I know.
My weapon of choice.
I know. That's
I've
why I
Kaboom.
paused.
got
Kaboom.
6 extra lanterns.
That's
so
why I
in
had to
case the room
pause.
didn't have any,
I had to
come
pause saying it.
prepared.
All right, so you guys gonna wait, or are you guys gonna like? I just need.
We're
to
not
know
gonna wait.
No.
Roy.
No, I'm
It's
coming
not-
up with
All right.
ideas.
All right, take your time.
We're going to
Here.
save the captain of the guard, I think.
Yes.
I think that is the
because-
plan here.
Break out of the.
Oh, I wasn't going there at all.
Oh, I'm going to go there.
I'm going there.
That's,
Uh-oh.
I think that's kind of where I'm heading to.
Uh-oh.
I just didn't like the Kuatoa sitting there. I wanted to eliminate them and have our lock sprung and wait in place and like wait for our future employers to come back. But I wanted to get rid of these disgusting creatures and open our locks.
You said
Yeah,
they
are
have
paying
spears.
attention? Are they paying attention to us? They're
Not
actually
really.
guarding us, or
Nah, they're not really. No,
they're just here?
they're
They pay
here.
attention though if we
They're
became
way
a-
more focused on that little idol than you guys.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they're probably
If they
supposed to
were
be paying
to
attention to you
use
guys,
their
but
spears, right? Like, could they reach us from the front of the gate if we were to stand at the back?
that's probably why they have spears.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. Just
Just-
making sure, right?
Gotcha,
You miss
yeah.
100% of the shots you
No.
don't take.
I hear you. I
Um,
hear you. Yes. I mean,
So I'm
they're
The
10-foot
Kuatoa
cells.
are the-
Technically, they're 10-foot cells. Spears are only 5-foot reach, but they're designed here to have spears. So, like if you were to like hide the back of your cell, maybe you could avoid the spear. I don't know.
if
I'm
we're
not
using
gonna-
like D&D terms though, like there's only 1 square of space between the back and the front of the cell. So
the point
a
is
5-foot reach would get it.
the point is they could irritate us with them, but they couldn't kill us with them.
Well, I was thinking more of if we shot at them, could they hit us back? And
They-
the answer is yes.
Well, it sounds like they can't in combat effectively hurt us, but they can keep us from getting a good night's sleep. Is
Well,
what I'm
eh,
catching.
But they
We
could
have
also
to-
stab us.
we have to block the door.
I think I have an idea for that.
I really have to pee.
Well, you
Alright,
go
we're
pee.
gonna
first
come up with
because
ideas.
it's
Discuss
turning.
battle
We need you to get your headset off anyway.
So
Good.
I have.
I've got
Oh, what
I've
do you
got
have?
magic stone. Anybody that uses its +7 to hit, it does 1d6 +5.
Oh.
And I can
Okay.
make 3 of those.
So I've got a rug. Just a whole
Right.
rug, right? One of those rugs we got when we were in the Blue Alley.
You're still
Right.
carrying that? I left
I
mine.
am.
back. I left.
I
mine.
am still carrying that rug.
You've got the.
I
cheap
can
ass.
mage hand that rug over to that little hallway area
It's
and
not
light
less
it
than-
on fire.
It's not less than 10 pounds, huh?
Oh, it absolutely
How
is.
far is Mage Hand?
30 feet.
Frack.
That's too far. Look,
Ooh.
Hey.
But Mage Hand, you don't see what's going on, do you?
With what?
I don't know.
do whatever it's.
Can
meant
we
to
If
do.
Mage
that
Hand to pick
is
the lock?
something.
But look, I don't think we need to block the door. So you're talking about blocking the door. That is our only way out of here.
I don't want to permanently
that's when
block the door. I
Gust
want to
comes in.
stop them from sounding an outside alarm.
Oh, I got
So
you.
my
I
idea
have
is I put
silence.
the rug. I put the rug by the door.
Silence isn't
and
going to
light it
help
on
us if they run
fire.
out the door and go tap somebody on a shoulder and say, "Hey guys, you should come in this room because they're trying to escape."
Yeah.
We need
So
to
I-
take each room as a part because we can't fight larger groups.
So my thing is I've also got Gust. So if I put a flaming rug in that hallway and block it, when we want to get out, I can just Gust and get rid of the fire.
I was
And
thinking
then we're
more
able to
ballsy.
escape safely.
Why don't you use Mage Hand and take their fucking statue?
Well, my second idea was to mage hand and just push it over, because I can't really grab it, but I could mage hand and I could push it over and maybe break it. Question is, I don't know what that's going to do to them, right? I don't know if that's going to just like throw them into a fit of rage and they're going to try and kill us, or if that's going to just go, they're going to cry and go hide in the corner.
So at the same time, just briefly, we're also making headway on convincing them to trust us. So we got all these.
I'm not joining the Xanathars.
Correct. We're not joining the Xanathars.
Maybe you are. I don't
But
know.
we are earning their trust right now. So at this point in time, last conversation we had with Xanathar was, hey, I'm starting to like you guys. And
Gale, he'll figure out exactly who we are the minute he talks to Naylor.
well, that's
And we're dead.
well.
We're not going to get out of this cage unless we break out of this cage.
Because
All right.
Imani is Davil's nephew.
Mm-hmm.
We're not.
And if they run any sort of background check on me, well,
Well, you're in disguise.
So I
sure.
figured,
By the way,
so-
they never asked for our names.
So
Yeah.
correct. So I figured the only information they're going to get is they're going to go to Ott and they're going to say, "Hey Ott, did you send these guys down here?" And Ott's going to be like, "Yeah, I totally sent them down there. They saved my life."
Chris, I'm not gonna lie. I got to give you inspiration for that.
For which part?
Recognizing we didn't give our names.
They never asked one bit of information about you.
They did
Right.
not.
Nothing.
And we never volunteered anything. And right now,
And they locked you
is
up, and now
that
they're going to go
Ott-
investigate you.
Ott sent us, and all Major Domo can do, Amerigo, is going to go and say, "Hey Ott, did you send these guys down there?" And he'll be like, "Dude, I sure did. I gave them my emblem and everything."
Yeah, but Imani was trying to pull Ott over our side and told him who he was.
We did tell Ott a lot of information.
Ott knows the information.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Again, he doesn't know who I am because disguise. He doesn't know who Elroth is because of disguise.
But if he learns any one of us is with the Zents or with any of that, we're all dead.
Right.
He
Which-
doesn't know who I am because I'm a Tabaxi, and he thinks all of us look alike.
Well,
I think really Imani
that's
is
the
our
problem.
big Achilles heel.
All right.
here.
So do we have a
But-
plan of action yet? Do we have a?
we don't.
Yes.
No.
Um,
Okay.
Can I use a religion check to see what this statue is for? Like if we took it, or could it be held for some sort of ransom for them? If we knock it over, what would happen? Can I have any
I
read
also wanna make
a
on their
religion check.
religion?
Yeah,
Because
sure. Go ahead and make a
there's also
religion
the
check.
possibility that I could use simple illusion to make it do things and draw all their attention so that we can get surprise.
Not a bad idea. All right.
That's why I'm the brains of this operation.
All right. So this crudely figurine seems to be crudely shaped out of clay. It's got the head of a hammerhead shark, the upper torso of a bare-chested male, dragon wings sprouted from its shoulders, and octopus tentacles where its legs should be.
That's a badass god. I'm down for that religion.
All right, go ahead and make me a religion check to get any sort of insight on this thing whatsoever, because this is really weird.
Can we tell, like, sort of, are they all, like, intently praying to
Not
this?
really. They're like, like the. They're not really. They're kind of like half
Casting
watching
water.
you guys, half like looking at it. Some of the Kotoa are like, whatever. Like they're there.
But Nene is sort of, like,
yeah,
whipping them to make sure that they are?
not necessarily. He doesn't really care a lot. Roginald, you actually recognize this as a. You've heard of you've heard of this. Like it's not a religion per se. In fact, it's not even a god. But you've heard that Kuatoa like to fashion after gods that they feel that are powerful. And a lot of times the gods aren't even real. Like there aren't even clerics that give them any powers. It's just like they'll fashion different gods. This seems to be one of those, in fact. You've heard of this particular one only because of the very unique make of the statuette itself. And you know that they call this particular one Garshuga. Garshuga. However, Kuo-toa gods, by and large, are not actual deities. They don't, occasionally there is a tribe of Kuo-toa that actually will have a cleric or more like shaman who derive powers from nature or some sort of spirits like that. But basically, yeah, Kuo-toa have a plethora of gods. Like they're very polytheistic.
Are they the creatures? Are they the creatures where, like, if they believe hard enough in a god, that god becomes real?
That's the.
Well, that's all gods, really. But
that's so. I was literally like just earlier today, like looking, and I was like, I've heard of that creature. I really want to include that in my game because that'd be so funny. Have the players come across this like wayward god without realizing it's a god to this tribe of.
Well, that's sort of the whole idea of godship, right? Is that it's like how many believers do you have, and that directly correlates to the amount of power you have as a deity.
Are you a god really, or are you just a god?
Well, it depends. Depends how many
Is
people
it
believe you're a
capital
god.
G or?
Depends on how many people believe you're a god. Kuo-toa, like I said, they're very fractured. So they have many, many, many gods. Rarely do you find enough Kuo-toa in a place that actually, worship an actual deity. This is just another one of those thrown together type things. It's common here in Waterdeep, and that's that's the reason that Roginald knows about this. But outside of Waterdeep, probably this isn't. This is probably something that some Kuo-toa sects here in Waterdeep kind of put together and then spread a little bit here, but not really a real thing. To them, though, don't question it.
Okay.
So how are we going to get out the cells is a big question.
There's two of us who can pick locks.
Just wait.
I don't need to pick locks because I can just make a fire and then control flames. Just burn the bar until it breaks. Just melt the bar.
So
That's great, but that ain't going to help us to kill these creatures. We need to get out quick to kill
That's
them.
not going to work.
Why wouldn't it?
Control flame's not that hot. You're not like melting iron.
It's a flame. I'm taking.
It's fire.
I'm taking a flame and condensing it into a single source of heat around a single point on that metal.
I don't think you can make a blowtorch, dude.
I'm absolutely making a blowtorch.
I don't know if I buy that. I don't know.
It says nothing about how hot the flames are, only how large they are. So, since it doesn't say I can't, I presume I absolutely can change the temperature at will.
That's not true. No. No. Because then you're going to be like melting stone and everything else. Like you're like, oh,
Okay,
yeah.
well, fire can't melt stone. Let's
It
not
can't
get
melt
Elroth.
iron.
Did you look up your spell control flames?
No, I'm just making
Cause
stuff up.
simple shapes such as the vague form of a creature.
Oh yeah, I only really use control flames to burn people, so I don't pay attention to any of that stuff.
That could be really cool if all of a sudden one of the flames looks like their god. It's
That would
or
be
god
super
or whatever
cool.
it is.
We could make it to where I could put it like on like this wall and have it just walk out and have them follow it.
But once it was out of your eyesight, it would have to go away.
Well,
Now-
you
But
could-
it would
you
walk
could
down the
make it
hall and
appear
it would
in
sort
one
of
our
disappear in the
cells,
shadow, and they'd be like, "Come back," and would follow it.
or
Presumably.
it could go into one of our cells, which they're going to want to get in there by it probably.
Come on, you guys can do better than this. Come on.
Does anybody have
Jeez.
thaumaturgy?
I have a big plan, right?
Okay.
Let's
so
do it.
I,
Come
but
on.
Mine is a
So-
lot more fire based.
Hey, what's that mind flayer's name again?
Well, there will be
Nelroth, Neloth.
Niall or something.
Elroth. It's definitely Elroth.
It could be.
Kill it! Kill Elroth! Quick, kill Elroth!
Neil or sounds more like it.
So, all right. So the first things first is that Gale and I are going to sneakily, or as sneakily as possible, pick the locks without drawing attention.
All right, you know that takes 2 rolls.
Yes. Well,
All right.
it looks like his cell might be completely enclosed.
Yeah.
Gale?
Gale's cell doesn't have bars.
Right. I've got a door.
It's like a solitary confinement area.
I have a door.
He has a door.
An actual door with no bars.
So we'll take 2. It'll take 2 tries
Fine.
from me.
All right,
or,
and I'm
2
gonna give you
rolls
all right.
from me.
All right, so
But,
I have a different idea.
standard pick lock, but the problem is picking locks is hard. All right, here's how I'm going to rule this. Gale, no stealth check necessary. Disadvantage on the pick lock because you're picking it from the wrong side of the door.
Now,
Can I throw one more idea before we start picking locks?
Real quick, I'm just going to throw this out. Let me finish. Roginald, I'm going to give you standard pick lock because you can go either side of the lock since you can go through the bars. And I'm going to give you advantage on your stealth check for that since they're mostly preoccupied.
okay.
Can you check if the make sure the doors are actually locked? Do we know that he locked the doors?
It definitely locked, yes.
All right.
100% locked.
Because it'd be funny if you're trying to pick a lock that's actually open. And
It would. But in this case, no, he definitely locked you guys, yeah.
That happened to Houdini when he was actually trying to escape one time.
So, the last time? Oh.
Oh!
No, actually.
No,
He
he's
actually
actually trying to
died.
get out of a jail, and he.
So, Imani
couldn't figure
is
it
going
out.
to make magic stones.
Houdini actually died from a ruptured spleen when he challenged people to punch him in the stomach, and somebody punched him in the stomach
Yeah.
and ruptured his spleen.
I know. It was a joke.
Elroth and I are pretty much trapped.
That's terrible.
Well,
Ourselves.
I think I have an idea which could get all of us out and get the Kuatoas on our side. So, hear me out here, right? I can control flames to get the figure of their god and have it start on like this side of the room here and make its way over to me. And it would
Why not?
flutter across the floor to me, right?
Why not? Wait, why not have it lead them into a cell and lock them in it? And
Because the second part's the important part of getting them on our side,
I see.
right? So it comes to me, and that's when, using my Storm Sorcerer origins, where I can basically, when I'm casting spells, I can make my eyes glow, and I can like sort of hover over the ground just a little bit as I cast spells. And I can cast Gust and have the wind blow around the room, blowing my hair and my robes in the air as I slowly levitate, my eyes glowing, and as that shadowy figure comes into me. And as I sit there levitating, eyes alight, hair blowing, I announce myself as their god come to life. Through their prayers, they have given me power. And through that power, I will give them everything. All they have to
That's
do is let me
great.
and my friends out.
Except they can't understand your language properly.
They have to speak some common.
No, they don't actually.
don't.
He speaks to them.
Goblin?
He spoke to them in their own language.
Primordial.
I mean, what you're showing is good, but it also won't do what you want to do.
I
Because the
love
fire
that.
has to have something to burn.
I
So
love
you
that.
even made-
Move it like you wanted to move it.
Well, it's no,
even-
I'm doing a shadow in the.
But even Major Domo spoke Kuatoan. He wasn't counting on them to know anything, and he's the boss, and he spoke their language.
Or I can
And then we
instead
would
of
have
speaking at
right
all,
Kuatoan in tow.
instead of
with-
speaking at all, I can just gesture. right? Because you said like he didn't actually speak Kuatoan. He just sort of growled back at them, and it was like a show of dominance, and they just
he
sort
was
of
speaking their language.
Oh,
went
I'm
back.
not really sure what that was.
What if instead of like speaking, I hover and I make myself known as their
I tell
god?
you
I can
what,
like point to their statue and point to me and
I'm
like
totally-
point to the cell lock.
I'm totally on board. The less you talk, the stronger you get.
But that could also be a very good distraction for Elliott and Roginald to pick locks while you're doing it.
Worst case scenario, I'm a
Except
distraction.
for it's gonna attract their attention over to where I am.
No, because they're gonna be looking at Josh, not you.
I'm gonna be right next. I mean, I'm like.
I'll
mean,
come
you
to
do-
my side, the other side of the cell. So
You could do your thing first, and it's not.
Yeah,
like all
that
at
was my
once.
plan. I was
Sure,
just gonna have Imani make magic stones and then cast guidance on me and Elliott. So we had that going for us.
You could have one guidance at a time. Well, I guess you could stagger them. Sure. Okay. All right.
So that gets rid of my
but do you need to-
disadvantage.
You need.
No, it would just give you a bonus D4 on the roll.
Do you need sight for guidance?
I would say worst case scenario, I can just mage hand and knock the statue over and break it, and then start catapulting statue pieces at these
Well,
guys. Get them
I
clumped
love your
together and
idea.
burning
I don't know
hands
why you're.
all
I don't know why you're like backing off of that. It's
I mean, I really like that
Oh,
idea,
touch.
but like if that's not gonna
That's
work,
very inspirational.
guidance is touch. Range is touch. So he
Oh.
can't.
I would say
On
that
what?
whole idea
You
though
can guidance me.
could use a
Yeah.
point of inspiration.
I can inspire Elliott.
What are you trying to do? Get Elliot out?
I'm trying to get it so that both of our
Pick
Rolls
lock.
pass.
yeah, both of our cells are unlocked, but without them being aware. So that whatever we decide, because I don't think getting them on our side is really feasible.
I don't
How
think so.
about just having them? Why not? Do you have a flame near that little effigy?
That's what he's talking about
Is-
making. Like Josh is talking about making all that.
No,
Well,
I'm just saying, is there
Need
one by the
source of
effigy?
fire.
Well, we
Like
said
he-
there are lanterns around.
Yeah, in
right?
this room.
Right.
This room is
So
lit by lanterns,
I'm
yeah.
making with control flames. I basically cause simple shapes such as like a form of something to appear within like the light of the flames, right? So this place is lit. So I'm just gonna make shadows in the lighting, basically.
What we basically need to do is just block the door and burn them all, and then we can take our time picking the locks.
And of course, we can always go back to my I light the rug on fire and trap them in the room idea, right?
But aren't you in?
Could always combine the two.
But you're the.
Oh yeah, we talked about that while you were gone. Don't worry about that.
But I was just saying, why couldn't you set the effigy on fire and then turn it, the flame creature, into the effigy and make them all bow to it?
Oh, that's what Josh wanted to do. He wanted to make himself that effigy, like that.
So that they
I
would think
see
that
what you're
I was
saying.
the god and they would follow
Yeah,
me.
he was
right?
like he made this whole thing where.
Yeah, I heard, but I don't know how he's going to actually communicate that with them.
through gestures, body language, and through performance, which
I'm
is a
saying too
skill
much.
I have yet to be used, but it is vital to my backstory as a character. Performance is what I'm all about, and this could be my first performance role of this
Okay.
campaign.
Okay, assuming we
we go
do
with
that, at the same time you're doing that, that'll distract them. Raj can try to get out.
Yeah. So like even
Gail
if
can try to get out, and
Or they
I
can
will
even do
cover
their-
the door to keep them from getting out.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
okay.
do that. We're gonna do that.
All right. Why
wait,
don't
what are you
guys-
covering the door?
Why don't you guys
Spiritual
surreptitiously?
hammer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Why don't you guys go ahead and roll your pick lock checks? See if you can get out of here.
Sleight of hand, or what is it?
Do you have lock picks?
I have these tools, so I don't know. Like, this has never been clear to me in 5e. Like, what is the use of these tools? What check is that?
You need thieves' tools in order to perform. In order to pick a lock, you need thieves' tools.
And I have proficiency with these tools as a rogue.
Yes.
So sleight of hand does not apply my proficiency bonus.
Right. You're effectively going to roll
A dex check.
dexterity save because
A what?
it's a dexterity check with proficiency,
Okay.
which is what the dexterity save is for you.
Right. So the dex save is a +5, but the dex ability, dex check is +5, but dex save is +7. So that makes sense.
Yes.
All right, tell you what. The locks are going to be easy enough to pick. Like, if you fail, you can just try again. So you guys' skill
Sit
is
here
high-
all day and
Well,
Yeah,
I'm at disadvantage though.
It doesn't matter. Your skill is high enough to pick the lock. You'll eventually get it.
even at
Chris.
disadvantage of 21.
At disadvantage, I did okay.
Oh yeah. So there you go. Like your first attempt. Chris, can you roll me a stealth check for yourself?
I did. It's a 26.
Oh Jesus. Okay. All right. Well, then, I mean, all right. The stars align.
Stealth check was so good you didn't even see it.
It just stealth.
Now that's a stealth check. Roll me a stealth check, but boss, I did.
It's right there.
Matt, I didn't see you at stealth training. Thank you, sir.
You look down on your table and mysteriously you see a 19.
Well played, sir. Well played. All right. So the cells are unlocked. Kuto are still sort of like roughly, looking at the altar. They're kind of hanging out. It's like they're at a church service, basically, right? We're like they're like kind of like, yeah, this is great. A church. We're worshiping. We're well, blah, whatever. What's the plan? I'm really interested in Josh's plan because that to me feels like the big sort of
Scene.
Right. And
thing that this is gonna revolve around.
it is
up for this one.
just as a prep.
So
Just so
I'm
you're
holding
aware.
an action.
All right.
Just so you're
Holding
aware.
an action.
Wait, hang on. Elliott's
Magic
holding an
Stone
action.
will be cast. Just kind of having that in pocket.
You have what?
In Magic Stone.
All right, Magic Stone. Elliott, what's your held action?
And Imani is going to have one. I'm going to have one. And Delaquin is going to have one.
All right, Magic Stones all around. Got it.
And then Delaquin and Gale are going to have inspiration.
Oh, all right.
Bardic
Good for an
inspiration.
hour. So we'll do it right beforehand.
That's a D6 now.
Don't forget inspiration for me. You can use it for damage
Oh, good.
because I'm a School of Valor.
All right. So the doors are unlocked.
And then we're gonna let Elroth do his thing. I'm just gonna step back and I'm gonna watch the magic.
And so
all right.
So I'm at the ready. So I feel
Yeah.
I feel the telltale just familiarity with locks from years and years of practice, and I know, okay, I can get out of this room anytime I want. So I draw both rapiers.
You can feel
And
the tinge of chaos in the air as you know Elroth is preparing something.
I draw both rapiers, and I just wait for a signal so that I know that I'm ready. It's time to go out and enter into the fray.
Okay.
I like that. I like the years of picklocking. You're like, oh, all right, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
This door is mine.
And I guess I'll have a shillelagh ready too.
I'm not locked in here. They're locked out there.
All right. I guess this brings us to Elroth. What's
All
the
right.
what's the
There's
play?
going to be a lot
Elroth?
of cantrips used here, so I'm just going to kind of be casting them at will. So I'll start as a gust of wind circles around the room, getting the attentions of the goblins as they're sort of looking around.
Koatoa.
Right? When before them they see the lanterns, everything double in brightness. Everything gets very bright on that wall right behind the effigy, and they see the shadow of their effigy come up and rise up on the wall. And as it sits there, the lights bursting with light, almost blinding at this point. The shadow comes down onto the floor, and it snakes its way across over to my cell. As you see, the Kuatoans, they turn and they see me levitating just a foot into the air, my arms outstretched and my head back, my hair and my robes billowing in this small gust of wind as they can feel it sort of culminates over and encircles me in this sort of vortex of wind. The shadow comes up and it roils into my body, disappears when it sort of gets up next to me, and my head lurches forward to reveal my eyes are a stark glowing blue as I levitate in the air, showing myself as their god come to life. And I wait for them to react, I guess, see what they're going to do at this before I proceed on.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, that's solid. Josh, I'm gonna give you inspiration for that because that's banging. On the for real, who are you, Elroth?
But then roll a persuasion check.
A performance check, not as much persuasion.
Well, oh God, not next week. 2 weeks from today, we are going to find out.
Oh no!
There's no way we can remember that long. Whatever.
2 weeks from today, we're going to find out the results of Josh's and the parties, right? Like, you guys have worked hard for this. You guys are set. You're prepared. Like, everything's there. Elroth is definitely trying to sort of take control of the situation. It may honestly come down to a single die roll.
Gonna see whether or not Elroth inherits the power of a shark octopus god.
Yep. And so this, this is one of those things where I'm not gonna lie to you. The die is going to greatly influence this. This could be a block, back in your cell jerk, to OMG, you're our deity. I love the idea of
it's an all or nothing idea, really.
It's all or nothing. I mean, and no, don't worry. It's not all or nothing. But a critical fail or a critical success can dramatically change the outcome of this encounter. So I love this idea. I think you guys did an amazing job working together and prepping for this entire thing. I'm a little nervous about the outcome of this because you did allow yourselves to be locked up in cells inside the Xanathar hideout, and so you're in a tough situation. You're in a legitimately.
We got big balls.
Yeah, sure, but you're still.
So does she.
Uh-huh.
You're in a tough situation. Oh God, I can't even wait to play again.
But we have to.
I know. Well, I have to go. I would love, man. I do have to wait. I do have to wait. I have to get up at 6 a.m.
I can't play next week. So even if Justice League cancels, which they're not gonna, but I'm just saying, I can't play next week.
We could always play on Thursday.
No. I
We've had a lot of good
Nice
shots
joke.
at the edgelords tonight, actually.
Tonight, my friends, thank you. I'm very sorry that I was late. I had stuff to do. But I genuinely, truly appreciate you guys every other week when I get to play with you guys. It's really good. It's really good.
Not
Every
every
other
other
week.
time.
What?
You appreciate us every other week.
Yeah.
He appreciates
Not the
us
rest of
all
the
the
time.
time, but
Not the rest of the time.
No.
Wait, he
just
appreciates
every other week.
us all the time.
No.
God, y'all.
No,
oh
just
my
every other
God.
week.
He
No,
appreciates
like
us all the time.
no.
He likes
no.
playing the game every other week.
I don't even like you guys most of the time. Shit.
It's 50-50 whether or not he likes us every other Tuesday.
Oh, that's painful.
My friends, thank you for joining me. I'm as always thankful that we can do this D&D game. For those of you who have joined in, thank you for being with us. Next week, no, I'm sorry, Thursday. Thursday, we are going to play again the Edgelords, the
And
supposed
murder hobos.
the
They might be
supposed
edgelords,
favored
or
team.
they might be murder hobos.
All I'm saying is that everyone's got the same maps now. So what's that say?
That you're finally treating us as equals.
No,
That we
just
should be
means
fifth level.
Lazy.
No.
It's
That we
lazy.
should be 5th level.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, he's just being lazy, and he doesn't want to have to keep up with the good maps and the shit maps, so he just gives everybody the good maps.
He doesn't want to keep trying to find bad maps to give us.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, fine, I found good maps for the Edgelords, and I'll give them to the Grognards too.
Elliott actually
Makes
nailed it.
easier.
Yep.
It makes it easier.
Thank you for joining us, my friend. Thank you for joining us out there in TV land. Is it TV land or no?
Twitchland.
Twitch land?
I think
Internet
it's
land?
mostly like computers
Twitchonia?
and stuff.
I don't
Some
know.
people are joining us on
Twitchopolis?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Some are on Twitch and some are on YouTube.
Thursday, Thursday we pick up with the Edgelords and Murder Hobos. Tuesday, DM Chris, this guy right there, is going to pick up with the Justice Team. Another Thursday of Edgelords and Murder Hobos. So you're going to have to wait 2 weeks, 2 whole weeks, to find out if Elroth's crazy plan actually
Makes him a god.
makes him a god. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. Until then.
Until next time.
Nerd out.
Nerd out!
Nerd out.
Oh.